Hello everybody, Bonkotzu here, and as I'm sure most of you already know, Kim Kapwan has officially been released for KOFXV, so it is time to go ahead and check him out, as we usually do with all of the DLC teams and characters that we've gotten for the past year. But before we do that, there is a story that was posted to the KOFXV website for Kim Kapwan, and there is also his Bellamy interview. So we're gonna go ahead and read those, and then we're gonna go into the trials, and then tomorrow I'll do his story playthrough, which I believe you need to have Kim and Luong, and then any other character can be the third member, which is great because that's basically the team I've been playing for a while. You know, Luong, King, and then just a random character occupying the third slot. In this case, it's gonna be Kim Kapwan because we need him. He needs to be there, so that is great. Anyway, let's go ahead and read the story, because we got a lot to cover and I don't want to make this video too long. Also, I would like to point out a bit of an error here in the SNK KO15 website. The characters are numbered as they were revealed back when the trailers were dropping for all of them. Shingo is number 53, and then Kim Kapwan is also number 53. He should be 54, but I guess someone kind of messed up. Anyway, let's read. Slivers of light shine down through a break in the clouds, bathing the lush green mountains in a warm glow. The rain was finally past. There, in a place where neither man nor monster were there to come, a decrepit old hut sits quietly atop a sheer cliff. The hut's exterior is rife with damage and decay. Clearly the elements and many years of use have not been kind to it. Yet the odd repairs here and there seem recent, and there's a pile of freshly cut firewood to boot. Beyond the front door, so delicate that even the slight breeze will make it creak open, sits a lone man, deathly quiet. Rainwater seeps through the ceiling, falling to the floor in delicate droplets. But this steadfast rock of a man doesn't so much as flinch. His name is Kim Kapwan, and this hut is his training ground. Kim's face is stern yet stoic, with sunken cheeks and dark circles under his eyes. Oh my god, he hasn't been taking good care of himself, has he? A poetic way to put it would be that he had grown as a warrior, but those who know him well would say he looks like something else. An exhausted wreck. Him and his master, Gangil, retreated to those mountains after the last KOF tournament. Who knows how much time passed since. Spring, summer, fall, winter, from one season to the next, yet there was no opportunity to savor any of it. No moment to spare for the rich colors of wildflowers in bloom, or the vast expanse of lush, vibrant greenery, or the sea of red leaves in fall. No time even to gaze in awe at the pure white snow falling from on high. After all, it took everything he had in him just to survive. Here and now, memories of that training, all 12 months of it, begin to flash before Kim's eyes. Just like old times, eh? Keep on up here. Get on up here, Kim. Let's get back to basics. Gangil flashes a grin as he rolls log after giant log down the steep mountain. Shut up, I'm reading. Down the steep mountain slope, straight at his disciple. He had a point. Kim indeed had a taste of his training shortly after Gangil took him under his wing, but not like this. Not like this, man. Not this many, and not this fast, and certainly not with the whole area positively littered with traps like it was now. Every trap had been laid in the ground with the utmost care. One wrong move and you'd be knocked clean off your feet. Maybe, just maybe, Ganhiro had gone easy on him that previous time. But Kim wouldn't think about that now. He couldn't even if he wanted to. Repeatedly getting crushed under the weight of rolling logs is a heck of a distraction. Wild bears around these parts, they say. Some of them eat cocaine. Big beastly ones giving folks a hard time. But hey, consider this a part of your training as well. Good luck. He just fed him off to a cocaine bear. With that, Ganhiro took his leave, his trademark grin the only thing to keep Kim and the beastly bears with which he was about to get acquainted company. When it came to the peace and safety of the villagers at the foot of the mountains, there was no enemy too great. Kim would do whatever it took to protect them. He is a man of justice, that is very true. You know who's also a person of justice? Melee. What it could have been. Kim would do whatever it took to protect them. Did I already read that? I think I already read that. Nevertheless, it turned out to be one hell of a war indeed. The beast was accustomed to human carnage, and Kim fought it for 3 whole days and nights. Naturally, the constant need to be on high alert wore away at his spirit. Even then, the training kept on coming. One time, he woke up after being hurtled into some random valley, arms and legs bound tightly. Another time, he found himself carrying boulders from the mountain's base all the way to the top. And who could forget having to snatch fish with his bare hands while waist deep in freezing river rapids during the dead of winter, no less. Kim hadn't seen or even heard from his wife and kids. This whole year, Ganhiro had told them Kim was doing fine, apparently. Do we know who Kim's wife is? Yeah, waifu. Taekwondo was the greatest martial art in the world. There was no changing Kim's mind about that. In fact, his enthusiasm for the sport and his sense of responsibility in having to take it all on as an instructor was stronger than ever before. He had this training to thank for that. He'd gotten stronger himself too, that's for sure. His technique was more refined, his muscular build more toned. But to sharpen a blade also means to eventually wear it thin. Though his passion and sense of justice were both a cut above the rest, I just talked about his sense of justice, he was of course still human. He still felt pain. He still knew suffering. And through it all, in contrast to Kim's constant wear and tear, something nearby remained constantly unwavering, his master's bright smile and hearty laughter, which meant, in the end, that it was all just too much for him. Kim slowly opened his eyes and, with an intense light in them, stared straight ahead. Before him sits an envelope made of parchment paper with the words KOF Special Invitation Letter. Written on the front of it, I put that period where it wasn't supposed to. It's sealed with old-fashioned sealing wax. Time to end this once and for all. With those desperate yet deliberate words, Kim grabs hold of the envelope and rises to his feet. Kim tightens his waist belt and steps outside, envelope in hand. A loud gust of wind is there to welcome him the second he's out the door. It whips up and rushes right past, the smell of earth and rain in the air, as if to say that spring had finally arrived. As he takes a deep breath of that fresh air, he can feel it soothe his tired soul, if only slightly. Heading down, are you, Kim? A sudden voice calls out from behind him. Peering over his shoulder, he sees Ganhiro standing outside the hut with him. Gango has a serious look on his face, a far cry from his usual cheeriness. And as his gaze shifts to the envelope in Kim's hand, his thoughts become abundantly clear. Kim turns to face his master with his once stern expression, now a debonair. I've never seen that word in my life. Smile. He bows his head. Master, thank you for your wisdom these past 12 months. The time has come for me to leave these mountains and put my newfound abilities to the test in the KOF arena. Farewell and all the best. Gango watches his disciple silently. The passion and conviction in that voice was unmistakable. For a fleeting moment, a fire seems to enter the old master's eyes, as if he had an epiphany. But then it's gone, and his trademark grin returns. Still plenty of time before the tournament begins. It's settled then. I'll give you a hand in the interim. One look at that grin is enough to send a feeling of absolute dread down Kim's spine. With an ever so slight quiver in his lips, he takes a stand. No, master. No, master. I wish I could do an Anakin impression right now. That would be amazing. You've done more than enough for me already. But thank you kindly for your consideration. Now, don't be shy. I've still got a lot more for you up my sleeve. I must insist, master. You still have your tour. Remember, no need to worry about me. Why don't we have June come up as well? No time like the present, eh? That'll get you even more fired up. No need to worry. No need at all. He's literally like, no. Fucking no. The impassioned back and forth echoes through the trees. It's a desperate war of words that sends mountain wildfire darting away in all directions. So loud that even a brisk spring gale can drown it out. Suddenly, there wasn't a cloud in the sky there atop the mountain. All there was left was crystal clear blue sky as far as the eye could see. Disappointed there's no mention of Melee. I mean, you mentioned June. That's cool, you know? Cool and all. I like him. He's a fan of Athena. Can relate to him on that front. But where's Melee though? Where's my girl? Come on, SNK. Taekwondo of Justice, Kim Kaplan. Kim is a very serious person with a strong and inherent sense of justice. As an expert in Taekwondo, he can stop any opponent attempt with his unpunishable kicking techniques. His excessive diligence is a thorn in the side of Luong and the man she loves. Kim's free-spirited master, Gango. Wait, is that real though? Is that a real thing? I'm still not convinced that's a real thing. I don't know. If it is, Gango's a lucky man. Luong's got very pretty feet. Fighting style, Taekwondo. Birthday, December 21st. Birthplace, Korea. Just like Jury. Blood type, A. Favorite food, Korean barbecue and kimchi. Of course. Bellamy's interview, Kim Special. Congrats on joining the tournament. Thank you. This is the new me. I'm hoping to give it my all. It seems you've had a change of wardrobe this time around. That's right. It's something my master sent me. He said it'll help me make a fresh start. When did you decide to go solo for this tournament? Well, I didn't really have a choice. The invitation was literally a special invitation, so it means I could only show up by myself. You know, I could have brought my apprentice, Mei Lee, and my friendly rival, June. But nah, That's not gonna happen because the tournament organizer said, nah, only one of you can show up. And since everybody couldn't shut up about seeing my pants, here I am. I just wanted to get away from my, find a way for my master's wonderful techniques and my new skills to be put to the test. Let's talk about your friendly rival, Junhoon. Did he say anything about you entering? He was incredibly supportive, cried tears of joy, and said he was glad I'd survived my training in the mountains. Interesting. What exactly were you up to this whole time? Since the end of the last tournament? Experiencing hell on, having a hell of a good time training with my master in the mountains. Yes, sir. What an experience. Any key takeaways from that training? I did a lot of introspection, perhaps to a fault. Now I'm ready to try out a host of new things. And new moves as well. Did those new moves turn out well? How did they even come about? Depends on how they hold up in a real fight. We'll see. As for how they came about, trying to land a blow or two on my master as he rolls boulders down towards me certainly played a part. What are your thoughts about your master, by the way? Aside from all the training. He's someone you can respect, that's for sure. We don't always see eye to eye though. Speaking of relationships, how have Choi and Chang been since the last tournament? We're just gonna skip over that. Does that mean starting the rehabilitation process again? I'm just gonna skip over from that. You previously teamed with Raiden and Huajai. What became of them after that tournament? Both of them completed their rehabilitation without issue. Raiden went maskless and now stands for justice whenever he steps into the squared circle. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. As for Hua, sounds like a sound you make when you get punched. I hear he became Joe's second as the first step towards returning to competitive form. Oh, interesting. That brings me to our next question. What exactly is justice to you? Justice is having strong conviction and a resilient heart that never succumbs to evil. That's what led me to Taekwondo, for example. I wanted to be stronger both mentally and physically. How interesting that Kim uses Taekwondo for justice. Juri uses it for fucking revenge and carnage. And evil. Evil! I see. And what's evil then? Nothing but a source of entrapment that leads you down the wrong path in life. It's easy to fall into when you're in a bad place inside. That's why, in my view, we need to learn to be strong of heart to prevent that from happening. Which describes Juri's situation perfectly. Oh, how convenient. It must be a long and arduous journey promoting justice to the masses. What keeps you motivated in your pursuit of that ideal? The realization that this is my true calling in life. It's what makes me who I am. If you're ever lacking motivation, the first step is self-affirmation. Try starting from there. Damn, that actually kind of hit me though. Imagine teaming with any of the fighters in this tournament. Who makes the cut? That's a tough one. Everybody already has such a great team of their own. There's really not much room for me anywhere. Jingo's got a special invite like me, so he'd be a fun choice. Plus, he's just an all-around good kid. Anyone else as true to themselves as he is would be my other pick. How about rivals? Who would you like to square off against? Terry and his teammates, for one, in the sense that I love to show them what I picked up during my training. In terms of a fight that needs to happen, Geese's team. If you were to pick a disciple, who would it be? Geese Howard? Wait, no, yes, that makes sense. I was confused for a second, like, What? Why? But no, that makes sense. He would be trying to show him down the path of justice. I got there eventually. Shut up. Delete your comment. Who's been your best teammate so far? Well, I do have fond memories of fighting alongside my disciples Chang, Choi, Melee. That's as much as we're gonna get from her for the next 10 years. Terry and Duck King were also a breath of fresh air, though no rehabilitation to think about that time around. Plus, we had fun celebrating after, if memory serves me right. Any views on the King of Dinosaurs? I'm sure he feels he's doing the right thing, but I much prefer him on the side of justice. I want to train with him that way. He suck. How do you spend days off with your family? Usually karaoke with my wife or eating out with her and the kids. Recently has been training 24/7. I definitely would like to devote more time to them all once the tournament's over. Has the thoughts of teaming with your children ever crossed your mind? Oh yes, it might be just about time for them to make an appearance. In fact, I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. That's probably just a thing they threw in there, but do you still keep in touch with Hong Fu? I don't know who that is. I do. He's a very dear friend of mine. It's a shame we haven't truly had the chance to meet recently. I suppose he's just busy. I honestly don't know who that is. Now you can write a comment. now you can scream at me for not knowing. What, if any, do people... That sounds like a fucking question that you hear at a fucking trial or something. Like in the fucking court. What, if any... God damn, I'm getting Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial flashbacks. Do people tell you about your ancestors? Not a lot in great detail, though I do hear that they too were unforgiving of evil in all its forms. Apparently some were a little confrontational in general as well. Is that reference something that I'm also not understanding? Is that a Samurai Showdown reference? Last Blade? I don't know. We received a ton of questions for you this time around. Is there anything you want to say to your fans who've been waiting for you so long? Stop asking about the fucking pants. I'm delighted to hear so many of you took the time to write in and ask about me. As always, I'll stay true to what I believe in and fight in a way I can be proud of. Watch out, because here I come. Because the time has come, and so have I. I'm kidding. I'm gonna read the Choi and Chang questions. Speaking of relationships, how have Choi and Chang been since the last tournament? They're back in the dojo now, off their own accord too. I need to get back to training them once this tournament's over. Oh, so are they like actually good guys now? Does that mean starting the repetition process again from scratch? It does, yes. I'm of the opinion that every heart drawn to darkness needs to be rekindled. I should have been setting a good example for them, but now I see that I had my own shortcomings too. Being with my master again taught me that. All right, that's pretty cool. That was nice. I enjoyed reading through all of this. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I'm sad we only got one mention of Melee, because this is literally, you should screenshot this, because that's the only mentioning we're ever gonna get of Melee for until KOF16. And even in KOF16, it might not be a thing that happens, but so far this is the only thing we're gonna get, and then we can get our hopes up again whenever KOF16 is announced. Anyway, let's go check out his trials. This costume reminds me of Jury, so I'm gonna go with that one. Listen, I don't care what you say. That reminds me of Jury. I'm gonna go with that one. Easy. Oh, KOF, you beautiful game. It's been a while. Oh my god. Motherfuck. You. Oh my Jesus. There you go. That fucking, did that confirm crouching punch into quarterback? I can't do that shit. I'm not made for shit like that, man. I did the wrong move. I did the wrong move again. I did the wrong move again. Fuck you. Well, you can do it again. His heavy punch is very similar to Jury's heavy punch. It's just he's using a different leg. Interesting. There we go. Oh, getting that quarterback in the air after the forward kick, is so hard. For me, I wasn't inputting the motion completely. I had to like really get it up there, you know? Jesus. Wait, what's my... There. Okay. I forgot what was my button for fucking max mode. Where's the cancel for that? There you go. Now why the fuck I couldn't get that? Why was it so hard? That is still a real. There's another one. Oh god, no. I think I see what they want to do. Oh, you can shortcut that. I tried. You mean not? You're not? I guess maybe you can because it's multiple hits. What? Oh, God, I swear I hate that input for the climax. There you go. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Damn! I mean, it is a max mode with all three supers, so it kind of makes sense. Damn! Oh, that's it. That raw max mode combos are usually the last trial. Okay. Very interesting. Well, that's gonna be it for this. It was a nice little time. We read we read a story, we read an interview, we played the trials, we struggled at the trials, and then we succeeded at the trials. So I guess I will see you guys tomorrow for the story mode with Kim, Luong, and the accompanying king. Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of Kim so far in 15, if you have played him already. From what I played him in 14, he seems just as cool as it was in 14. I mean, obviously there are still some moves that I haven't seen and tried out with him because they weren't included in the trials, but I'll take a look at those later eventually. Right now I gotta go, gotta edit this, gotta upload it, and then I gotta watch that new episode of Superman and Lois. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.